Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. Pokemon and Hershey's has announced their very special collaboration. This came as a pretty big surprise to me, but I can't wait to see what the scalper prices are on these Hershey's Kisses. I remember just a few years ago seeing the eBay prices on a Mew Oreo that, like, I don't know, it's an Oreo. Anyways, this collaboration will feature all 151 Pokemon from the Kanto region, at least on the Hershey's Kisses. The foil design, I think, actually looks fantastic. Like, it's got the little Pokeball design to it. It wraps around really nice, and then on the bottom of the kiss, it's gonna have the Pokemon that you caught, I guess we'll call it. There's even some promo images out there with this giant cardboard display that you can then just plug your kisses into, and so you can say that you collected all 151. I'm very conflicted with this because part of me is like, dude, this is pretty sweet. I'm gonna have to make a display for this thing. But then the other side of me is like, dude, you're collecting just food items. Like, it's not gonna last. Like, it's all gonna get gross after a while. Transparently, I did keep my Oreos for quite some time, and after a while I was like, I can't do this. So I did open them up and I ate them. They were very stale. So I do imagine I'm probably gonna be collecting some Pidgeot wrappers here pretty soon, because apparently we just collect trash now. But let me know your favorite Pokemon. Which one are you gonna collect down in the comments? The collaboration will also feature other full-sized and snack-sized items for the chocolate bars. These will also feature some of these special wrappers of the iconic original Pokemon. The snack size is going to have 18 different wrappers, and the full-sized bars will have 12 different wrappers there. Plus, the rectangles of the actual little chocolate pieces, those will have special imprints of like Pokeballs and all those types of things. Some people are already finding these in Walmarts, so you might want to go check yours. I just wish that one day Pokemon will do a collaboration with like a healthy snack, you know, instead of McDonald's and Hershey's and all this stuff. My gut and my fitness just can't keep up with this, man. We've got new product photos and releases of the next wave of Funko Pops. We've got Ceruledge, Turtwig, and Slowpoke, and in my opinion, I think these turned out pretty good. Sometimes the Funkoification of a Pokemon doesn't translate very well. I think these actually did pretty good. Turtwig maybe has like a little bit of an exaggerated lip, but still, I think these look great. Ceruledge looks, honestly, I think that's one of the best Pokemon Funkos we've gotten. So I think I'm going to pick up all three of these. If you want to pick up any of them, I will link them down below at a few different retailers for you. And I'll also throw a link on there for this Mega Rayquaza model kit. This thing, I'm imagining, is going to be pretty sweet. I have yet to find like an actual product photo of this thing. Just this illustration keeps popping up for it no matter where I was looking. It does come in at $27, and it's not going to release until December. So we're not going to be able to import it until probably like the March timeframe. Mega Rayquaza, though, I think it's a fan favorite. I think a lot of people are into this, so I think it's gonna be a really hot item. Plus, you get to put it together yourself and all that. So I'll link that down below too. I'm also thinking I might add this to the collection. I don't know. NAIC, or the North American International Championships, was this past weekend, and at the event, we got to look at some new Pokemon merchandise coming. It looks like in this photo on the left-hand side, we've got items like the planner, a card holder, hats, and a matching playmat and binder. Then there's a whole mess of pins on the back on this pin board back here. So I've seen obviously some Mega Pokemon on there. They're very big, but also I've seen like a Raging Bolt on there. And as I quickly scanned through it, I felt like there's a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon, but maybe that's just me. And then hidden in the back corner of this side of the display, there is actually a Gengar deck box that actually looks kind of fun. On the other half of the case, we do have quite a few Sylveon items in there. There's some sleeves, a deck box, and a playmat. And then there's this coughing and wheezing binder that also looks amazing. Plus, there's the Pearlescent Raichu Funko Pop, which could be coming up next. I don't know. We don't have a time frame on that. They seem to kind of pop up randomly. And then additionally, we do have some bags and this really cute Spheal mug. So I always like that they do these little displays at these championship matches. It's just kind of nice to see, kind of like what they're working on, you know? Not as good as when we had like the Halloween one and all that, but still, good to see. Over in China, Funism has a new blind box series. This whole series is based all around Eevee and its evolutions, and the series is called Take the Adventure. And all these figures look great. Funism really is knocking it out of the park. I feel like there's like all of these like Chinese-ish brands that are really coming in and stepping it up, like Funism and Blockies. But these Funism figures, they remind me a lot of the gallery figures that Pokemon Center did a while back. These are actually the figures I have here on the top of these shelves. Here, I'll pull the Umbreon down for you guys. You can kind of see it better there. I don't know, I can't see. But really great looking figures, like I said. I'm excited to see these release and whatever else Funism is able to bring us. Like, I'm on board. In card news, we had an official look at the new black-white rarity cards of Zekrom and Reshiram. These are also looking really good. I didn't think like an all black or all white card would like really look that great, I guess, but like, I don't know, they did something about it. I really love the way that these look. So luck permitting, hopefully, you know, hopefully I can get one, hopefully you can get some of these, and also luck permitting, hopefully we can get some product for that. Earlier I mentioned it was NAIC this past weekend, and during the Twitch streams, we were able to get some free Pokemon. So if you are playing Scarlet and or Violet, we do have a code up here to get Wolfglix Incineroar. This code is good until June 20th. It's a battle-ready Pokemon, and it is Wolfglix's probably favorite Pokemon, which is sarcasm. I feel like he's always been like a controversial player, though. I don't know, I've been following him for a while. Like, I think 2016, I started watching a lot of these. Anyways, if you do play the TCGL Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, there's also a code here to get some Destined Rivals promos of Ethan and Giovanni. This code is going to be good until June 23rd and can only be redeemed once per account, just in case you try to spam a bunch of these into your account. Then over in Japan, Pokemon is trying to help children out with the scariness of the MRI machines. If you ever had an MRI, they are kind of crazy with all the loud noises and just being stuck into a tube. But basically, Pokemon is trying to create a informational video featuring Pokemon to help kids just kind of feel a little bit better about being stuck into a tube. I guess over in Japan, they stated that there is like kind of like a big emergency that like kids are not getting MRIs because of this. So Pokemon is trying to make it a little bit more fun, a little more accepting for the kids to do this type of a procedure. So Pokemon has partnered up with Canon Medical Systems over in Japan to enrich both the real world and the virtual world and kind of combine things for us. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Kids are, you know, getting the treatments that they need, getting the scans. So I think potentially that's saving lives, I think. And you would be a lifesaver of this video if you hit that like button for me. Go ahead and hit subscribe also while you're there. Share the video with a friend, emoji, comment, do something down there. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching the video. Take care of each other out there. And I'll see you very soon on the next one.